So we've got Total Rush. We've had some very good cards. Let's delve into them a little bit more because there is some absolute top end, some middle, and most definitely some lower end, which we can expect. It is a 2-week promo, so we will get SBCs this week, and then also we will potentially get another set of very top end cards. I know Zaire Emery from PSG is announced already to be in Team 2, so that is going to be an interesting one to see where he goes. So into the team, let's have a look at the pricing to see what is going on, because we've got Mbappe at 7 million. I think that one was going to be quite an easy one. We got CR7 now holding his price at 1.8, 2.3 for De Bruyne, 1.3 for De Jong, 1 million for Griezmann, and also the same for James. Tchouameni is coming in at 630 as well. I think everybody can easily say that Mbappe is going to be up there without a question. He's the best player in the game by a landslide. His obvious normal card is coming in at 3.666, and in terms of stats, it's just a one upgrade. There was never going to be anything crazy of an upgrade. We weren't going to get a double playstyle plus, an extra skill move or weak foot, because naturally that's not where we're at in terms of the game yet. This is technically, well, it is the second promo of the game, so it's not like we're going nuts on it. But Mbappe is Mbappe, still a 5-star, 4-star, still got quick step. The stats are just stacking up even more so. Obviously people are looking at the marksman or sniper for him. That's going to give him mostly explosive, it's going to give him controlled explosive, 94 rated striker at top, 97 dribbling, 95 shooting. It's just a top end card. Now, another one that I like, Ronaldo. He is unbelievable in this upgrade. Again, he is one of them ones that if you need coins in FC25, lootbar.gg has you covered. They are the cheapest trading platform on the game, 8 to 10% cheaper than any others, 8% off if you use the code JT11 at the end at checkout, plus you get 5% extra on coins. With the fastest delivery system going, used by many FC25 creators such as Zorki, Manny Plus, and even Pro owners. So if you need any coins, head over to lootbar.gg, make sure JT11's in the promo code, and hopefully you enjoy. You might overhype him from the name slightly, but the power shot plus at the moment is impeccable if you can get it off. Defenders of your opposition, if they don't block it, it's crazy how good and how effective it truly is. So for me, it's a big one. He's got a 7 pace upgrade, 2 on the shooting, 6 on the dribbling, as well as the physicality. You go for a hunter with him or anything along them lines, 92 pace for this Ronaldo, 96 shooting, overall looking at as a 93 striker. It's just perfect. He's back to a certain level already. When we look at the 86, it's a standard card. Like, you've got a decent amount, like if we add the hunter as well, 85 pace, 93 shooting. It's a decent 86, but realistically you need the whole package with Ronaldo, and this is already a nice version of him. We look at a few of the lower ones, to be honest, that are coming in. They're not terrible. Like, you kind of go a bit further down. Savava, I bet I'm not pronouncing that right, but realistically, we've got a lot of left backs. She isn't the worst, like 11,000 coins. If you wanted a special card, you can get one. 4-star, 3-star. She's got herself attacking wing back plus 88 on the pace, decent defending physical. There's nothing too crazy about her, but she's not the worst in the world. So she is obviously going to be more in the lower category, more so than anything, which is what you'd say for a lot of them. We look then at Terra, centre mid, 4-star, 4-star. Again, not awful. She's got 80 across the board bar from physical. If you was looking for more of a defensive unit, you go with something like an anchor on her. We get controlled explosive, 84 pace, 85 defending, 83 physical. I mean, that's a solid card in my opinion. If you put that with someone like if you had Renato Sanchez as an 85 with all them stats, you'd say he's pretty good. So you've got to keep that same kind of energy with it. She is 5'3", so the physicality battle in the air is going to be non-existent, but if you do pair her with a Tchouameni, a Camavinga, somebody with the links, so obviously it makes it easier. She's not awful. I'd say she's definitely coming in more towards an A+, kind of in that sort of area, especially when the difference between stats at the moment is so minimal because we haven't got the playstyle pluses to add the factor. We haven't got an incredible amount of role pluses to change in that sort of sense. So I would put her in an A plus for now. Naturally, these cards will drop down. That they are discard. That's kind of the whole point. We have got the right back. Again, very similar to the left back. He's not terrible, but he's not great. We have got a lot of good right backs, so he would again be in towards more of an A if anything. Which comes to the first objective card that we've got. The other one was in the World Tour, so it's Parejo, whereas this one is in the Total Rush objective. You're going to have to wait a week till you get him done as well, and you need something stupid like 200,000 rush points to even get close to doing him, so it's going to take a bit of a grind. But again, standard winger, nothing too crazy. He's obviously got the 4-4, an incredible amount of pace, very good dribbling to be fair to him. Shooting could do with some work, passing could do with work, and a bit of physical. People are going for the engine. Nah, I don't know if I'd go. I mean, I get the agility balance, just more pace, but I thought they'd have gone for more shooting. I suppose if you are looking at a winger that's assisting, maybe that's going to be decent, but I was thinking more of a finisher more so than anything. Raps is kind of shooting back up again, 89 on the finishing, 90 positioning. It's really only the penalties and long shots that are really coming in on the lower side, which isn't awful. Like, it's not necessarily the worst thing that you can do, but then you do get that agility balance boost as well. So I would have put him again towards more of an A plus for this one as we come in to some of the more kind of useful cards. We have got then Azpilicueta and also Williamson. Both centre-backs, both with a certain amount of prowess there. Obviously with Azpi, a little bit less pace, but the defending physical bonus is decent. It's a decent card. If you go in out-and-out shadow for him, controlled, obviously 86, 94, he can play right back as well if you really wanted to. So I would possibly look at maybe an anchor if you're going for the right back side of him, or a shadow if you're going for the centre-back. But again, no lengthy on him. So unless you want to, well, you can't even get any lengthy in fact. So that's going to be a factor for me that I would go right back. I like both of my centre-backs to have as much lengthy, mostly controlled lengthy or just plain pure lengthy is what I personally like in a centre-back. And then obviously with Williamson, again coming in with a decent amount of pace, 88 on the defending, 85 on the physical. Solid, absolutely. Again, not lengthy. She can go into CDM, which could be an option. She's 5'7", so that personally might be a decent kind of attribute for her. Whether you'd want to go with the engine to get a bit more agility balance on her, she's already got a great amount of defended and physical. It's definitely a versatility you could go for. People are obviously just going straight into a shadow for the defensive prowess of her, but I personally think a CDM could work a little bit better there. So I think with them two, they would easily go into an A+. They're not necessarily crazy over a lot of the gold cards, but there's something you could add to your team to add a little bit to it. Now, a big SBC. Now, with these two, I think it comes as a package deal. You obviously have got Swanson, and then also you have got Alex Morgan. So both of these came out as SBCs, roughly around about 500k to do both of them, give or take a little bit more. But you are looking at untradeable SBC fodder purposes here that you can go and get these two. Now you've got 2 weeks for Swanson, I think a month for Alex Morgan to get done. I would say that is a cracking pair, and if you've not got, if you don't spend points, you've not been lucky enough to get a top-end striker, a top-end winger, these two could be worth having a look at a minimum. Good links between them both. Obviously, you would need some sort of links as well for them in terms of the American links, just to get them on. I know Donovan definitely went up in price to accommodate that, as obviously being a hero in the MLS could be worth it. He's now at 94, and then I don't think Dempsey went up. Dempsey wouldn't be the one I'd go for. I do like Donovan. Dempsey's stayed around the same. So there is links that you can go with there to link the American to them. But then also you've got the likes of Sophia Smith, an incredible striker. So there is also that you could go with. That'd be an incredible pairing. You've got Swanson on the left, double strikers in Smith and obviously Morgan. If you play a 4-3-3, Smith can go on that right wing as well. I think that would be an easy trio that you can go with at the start of the game. So for them three specifically, I think definitely if you are doing Swanson, I would be looking to finish Morgan as well. I'd say she's definitely in that S category from what I've been seeing. Looking few onto some more then. We've got Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now, he can play in that CDM role, which is very nice because the stat upgrade has been decent for him. 7 on the pace, 7 defending, 6 physical, 6 dribbling as well. Only the 1 passing, which is already on 90, so that's fair enough. But just looking at the build across, 9 on the agility balance, 6 on the composure, then obviously the defensive upgrade, a bit on the pace. It's a wonderful upgrade of a card. 409,000. CDM would definitely be where I'd be looking at for him. I know he's got the whipped pass, but it's not necessarily as effective this year. Like, it definitely works, but in the top end, you're still not crossing a great deal. So I think for him, maybe an anchor for even a right back or a CDM, 86 pace, 93, 86. People are going to go for the shadow just to get as much pace as possible. Still could work in that CDM role. I think, again, he's coming in with a little bit higher of an attribute for me. And then we have Marta. Now, Marta obviously coming in the middle. She's 88 rated, 113,000, so nothing too crazy. She's obviously a 5-star, 4-star compared to Dabina, who is a 5-5, is the kind of other Brazilian cam that you can get. She can play striker, right mid, or cam also. Role-wise, we're looking at pluses across the board, nothing too crazy. And in terms of stats, she's okay. Like, I mean, 113k for me she's all right. But I wouldn't say that she's one that I would personally go for. I think for me, she would still be in that kind of A+. There is so many better cams, in my opinion, that an S just wouldn't really suit her at all. Taking it up one notch, James. Incredible card again. She is just unbelievable. The 86 was decent enough, to be fair. Now she's got herself a 90, a roll plus with inside forward, which is what a lot of people can use for a right mid / right wing. Obviously that one is going to be for the right wing. But then stats wise, looking great. Just absolutely fantastic across the board. Obviously people are looking at that finisher for her. 92 on the shooting, 94 dribbling, and 92 right wing. Honestly, on the ball, she feels fantastic. She's one of my super subs for her gold card, and most definitely using this card is just a breath of fresh air for her. For right now, I would put her in that S+. She is just unbelievable. And to be honest, you could probably say the same about most of them. The only one, or probably the only two that I wouldn't necessarily go into the S+, Marquinhos, unbelievable centre-back for right now, but still not quite on the Virgil level. I would still possibly argue for Saliba as well. You've then got the likes of Arejo, Militao, you've got Van der Ven in form that's still up there that would be challenging most definitely. I don't think there's any question to say that this card shouldn't be anything other than an S, but he most definitely is touching on top distance. And I know we're not talking about icons or heroes here either, because like you've got Company, Lucio, Rio, Maldini. There's so many cards when you look at the absolute top. We do have Frankie de Jong as well at 1.3. Love is 87, but the only thing that I'm thinking is, how on earth does he get a 1 upgrade for all of them stats? He goes from 87 to 88 with 3 pace, 6 shooting and physical, 2 passing, 3 dribbling, and 5 defending. I mean, I get maths and yes, there is certain things that require more for a striker. Shooting is going to be better for the overall than giving him a 10+ on the defending. But a 1 overall with all them stats is just crazy. Like, it's just mental that that is what is considered a singular upgrade. It's almost like they make it up and there's no calculations whatsoever. So it's a massive upgrade for him. I think he's a brilliant card in himself again. Travella plus on him. Very, very nice indeed. I didn't even know they had Travella plus on his first card, and he's in my team. Then we have Griezmann. Griezmann is unbelievable. He again is just going to go straight to the top. He is one of them cards at the start of the game. I love him. He's just been so good. The finesse shot outside the box has broken my heart and also made it in many champs games, many rival games. He's just brilliant at it. And again, very similar to kind of de Jong, this is what I'd expect for a +1. 2 across the board, 1 passing, dribbling and defending, no kind of skill move, weak foot upgrade, nothing like that. That is, in fact, a skill move upgrade, sorry, rather than, I meant to say he did get a skill move upgrade, but that's kind of what I would expect for a +1, not 6s and 5s and 4 across the board. Which leads us to KDB already getting an upgrade, which is nice. He did have a flashback by now in the last game, but now he's got a 91. Again, like Kane, 13 pace upgrade. I love that they are actually upgrading cards. Normally it would be, I'd get 5 pace for this one, I'd get 6 pace for the next one. No, they've gone 15 pace on Kane, 13 pace on De Bruyne. It's exactly what we need. This is another card that is just unbelievable. One's on the passing, which is fair enough. Still the incisive. I don't know what did he get anything different here? We got Playmaker plus plus, Playmaker plus and half winger. We have half winger plus plus, so they've swapped it round. Brilliant. Absolutely love him in this game. If you can play a slow build-up game with him, he's just crazy good. The incisive pass mixed with the actual passing, his dribbling, and now the pace upgrade is fantastic. Which leaves us to Tchouaméni. Now, he is, again, another great card. 630. In terms of the stat upgrade, we've got a good amount. Like, he's gone from an 85 to an 88. He's gone from an 85 to an 88 and still got less stats upgraded than De Jong. Just let that sink in. But in terms of a card in himself, a very good DM. He's still waiting on his Playstyle Plus, which is going to be a massive upgrade for the card. He is a 3-star, which definitely could be upgraded one more. I think if they were to make this card into that sort of next level DM, a 4-star weak foot would have been good for right now. A Playstyle Plus is understandable because still not every card has one. So it's not as if he's one on his own. But I would say he's coming in as an S category and possibly nothing more in my opinion. So that is going to be the list for today. Let me know down below what you think. Hopefully you enjoy and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.